Oh yeah, that was fun putting that together. That's what I do early in the morning when my family's not awake and it's a holiday weekend and I'm not working. I play. I had a blast putting that thing together. You got to go find it. It's kind of everywhere, so you'll find it if you look for me. No, on this, I mean, life is about choices. The thing that comes straight to the top of my mind is Jeff Olson is the author of a book called Slight Edge. Slight Edge was definitely a pivotal book in my life, and he talks about where choices. Well, he talks about just making the right choice every day and little choices. And that's where I think I'm going to jump in and say, I don't know that the choices have to be this life changing event. It's more about the importance of doing the small little things, the small little improvements every single day. And that will move us towards success for the bigger picture. And just he just talks about by focusing more on making better day by day choices, the little choices, you can shape a remarkable future for yourself and an unbelievable future. And a couple things that just stood out from that book, it was this was awesome. It was like a 1% improvement each day is 365% improvement in a year just by the choices that we make each day. And it starts that choice every day starts with taking a single step, not thinking about taking a step. It's just taking the step and moving forward. And my favorite example in there is when he says, you think about this 365% improvement. There's a day where we get hungry at lunch and we can either choose to eat a salad or we can choose to eat a piece of pizza. And you got two guys that make have this choice. One chooses a salad every single day for lunch. The other guy chooses pizza once in a while. So over 365 days, at the end of 365 days, he says, you know, what is the likelihood of the health of the guy that chose salad every single day over the one that had pizza, you know, once a week or twice a week or whatever. And that little simple thing just is like, wow, not that we have to make choices we don't want to do. It's just knowing that when you compare that right there, the health of the salad guy might be a little bit better than the one with the pizza guy, just based on those choices that he make every day. Now, I've got personal friends that have become super uber successful and they've got big monster businesses that they're managing and I've watched them transform. And I mean, I think they eat grass every day. And I mean, I've been to a restaurant with one of them and I've watched what shows up on their plate. And I'm telling you, I'm probably not going to be that guy. However, I do pay attention every single time I do order a piece of pizza when I really want that pepperoni, whatever that is, a lot of pepperonis. I know that that's a choice I'm making, and it's you're not going to die because you chose a piece of pizza. And my 365% improvement is still going to be better because I do eat salads way more than I ever think about it because I know that choice is there. So I do eat a lot healthier now. I don't really go to drive-throughs anymore. But anyway, we get to choose our own life, and it's about those daily little choices.
It is, and I would say that the guy that eats salads all the time, that's great. But there's always got to be a little bit of guilty pleasure. Not always, but you know what I mean. There's nothing wrong with having. Listen, I often say this: everything in moderation, including moderation. Because if you're going to do something, pepperoni pizza, though, except pepperoni pizza, because I love pepperoni pizza. Oh no! You gotta have patient. No, you gotta have a little bit of the pizza. Otherwise, just life is too boring. If you're just always, counting every single calorie or every single time, listen, everybody's gonna die, including the guy that counts calories all the time. He might not die from something he ate, but maybe the freaking plane that that crashed into his house. Goes back to a story that I share about, and this is a true story. I don't know exactly when it is, so excuse my taking my ad-libbing from it. This was a story about a man that would never fly anywhere because he was afraid of flying, deathly afraid of flying. He always He believed that he was going to die in a plane accident, so he was always afraid of flying. He would travel with his family wherever they went, unless they had to fly somewhere. So the family would fly to Europe, and the family would fly here, fly there, fly everywhere, and he would stay home so many of those trips. Well, he wound up dying in his 60s when a small plane crashed into his house. So guess what? He was right. He died in a plane accident. He was not in the plane. Moral of the story is you're going to freaking die anyway. And I'm not telling you to go out and like gorge yourself on pepperoni pizza or whatever it is. I'm not saying, go out and eat 5 pounds of chocolate or whatever that thing is that guilty pleasure that you have. But everything in moderation, including moderation, right, is what I would say, because nobody's gonna live forever. I'll tell you that. It doesn't matter. Technology is changing to the point where people are going to live a lot longer, but nobody's going to be living forever. So make sure that you're enjoying the ride and not just living so stringent that you don't really enjoy. You're sacrificing every single day by whatever it is. So just live a little is, I guess, what I would say.
Hey, Tony, I'll add to that, because this book is exactly what you just said. Like, when I would eat pizza, I would eat the whole damn pizza. I could eat a pizza and not have a problem with it. Today, I am really stopping after 2 pieces. No matter how good it is, it's just a conscious choice that I know that choice is there. I'm enjoying those couple of pieces, or sometimes it's just one. And it's amazing, just even treats and snacks and dessert. I just eat a couple bites and enjoy it, and then I don't like gorge myself on it.
That's it. Those are the decisions that you have to make. You know what I'm gorging myself on this morning? Strawberries. That you can have as many as you want, especially if they're out of the garden. Even though I read somewhere the other day, somebody's like, people shouldn't eat strawberries because it is the most toxic fruit, because it's got a really sensitive skin and it absorbs everything. It's one of the most fertilized fruits and everything else. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. And that's why I have a huge strawberry patch, and I'm collecting strawberries this morning.